Hello, I'm Sherri, and this is on the Bourbon Trail. On this journey to Christmas with Vlogmas, I'll be releasing videos every day from December the 1st to December the 24th, 25th. I don't know if I'm going to do one on Christmas Day or not. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my story, my weight loss journey. When I started Weight Watchers, I was very angry. I had tried to lose weight on my own, and I was somewhat successful. It was the second or third year that I had worked on losing weight. In my family, there's a history of high blood pressure, obesity, and diabetes. Because of that, my mother is on dialysis. And because of her illness, it made me very aware of my own health. I did not want to go down the same road. The doctor, before I had started trying to lose weight, said I was pre-hypertensive and pre-diabetic. And so that was a wake-up call. So I started trying to lose weight on my own. And I started at 270 and lost weight to about 210. I had lost weight, but it became the holidays, and over the holidays I lost about 40 pounds, and over the holidays I gained about 20 of it back, and I was so upset with myself. On the television, they had studies showing that people who yo-yo diet, gained and lost, had worse health problems than people who had never lost at all. So I just became really very, very angry with myself, very angry. And so I got on the phone and I got the 1-800 number to Weight Watchers off the computer, got on the phone and found out where my nearest meeting was. There was a meeting in my town. They had 2 meetings a week in my town, both on Tuesdays, one in the morning and one in the evening. The leader and the receptionist came from other towns to run the meeting. The leader, I'm in Kentucky, and the leader came from Bowling Green, the town I'm in, which is on the Bourbon Trail, which means that within 50 miles there is at least one bourbon distillery. There are about 6 in this within 50 miles of this town. And anyway, she came from Bowling Green, and the other 2, the receptionists, came from Russellville. And when we lost our meeting, that was one of the big issues that Weight Watchers, the company, was taking with our meetings, because the members of the meetings got together and tried to keep the meetings here in Hopkinsville, and we were having our own impromptu meeting after the meeting closed, and we talked to Weight Watchers a number of times about reopening the meeting, but they were saying that the membership wasn't steady enough, and that they had to have receptionists and leaders come in from other towns to run our meeting. So anyway, the meeting closed about 3 years ago. Yeah, I think 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And we've been without a meeting. But back to my story. So I was very angry, and on February the 1st, went to a meeting and started my Weight Watchers journey with my weight loss journey with Weight Watchers. And I got a lot of support. I really enjoyed the meetings. The other members were very warm. The leader was very supportive and got to know each of the members individually. The receptionists were very nice and supportive as well. And the meetings became a place to stop in and to renew your Weight Watchers journey every week. And I really liked that. Throughout the year, they mention clean your refrigerator, clean your pantry. They go over topics that have to do with meal planning and tracking and exercise and fitness and mindset. And so all these things are very beneficial to staying on track and keeping the focus on weight loss. The reason I thought Weight Watchers would work is because other people do it. I wouldn't be the first person to lose weight on Weight Watchers. The only downside that I had when I started Weight Watchers is everybody kept saying, "Oh, you'll gain it back. Oh, you'll just gain it all back and then some." Nobody loses weight and keeps it off. I did gain some of my weight back. This time of year for me is the worst time of year. In the summer, I tend to drop weight. But in the winter, November, December, I pick up 20 pounds. I really have to be on top of my weight gain, not to gain weight. So, and that's one of the reasons I came back this October. I was having problems with freestyle in last spring and I wasn't losing. So I said, let's try calorie counting. Let's try some other things. So I stopped Weight Watchers and went to calorie counting. Was not that successful with calorie counting. I think that the Weight Watchers plan really guides you. The points really kind of, I don't want to say dictates to you what you should and shouldn't eat, but it really guides you to what you should and shouldn't eat. And when I lost over 100 pounds when I was going to meetings on Weight Watchers. And I felt really triumphant. I really felt good about having lost the weight. But I didn't feel good about maintenance. I felt like I loved the game of losing weight and being in that process and feeling good when a pound came off. And I think that's another reason why I put some of the weight back on, is because it was like a kind of a little game with myself to lose this weight. And So when I gain the weight, my attitude is, oh, I'll be able to take it off. Oh, it'll just come off. And when I was going to meetings, I had met other women who were in this boat, who yo-yoed and plateaued and yo-yoed and went back and forth and never could get that last 10. Some were 10, some were 5, some were 20, some were 30 pounds off. And I didn't understand it. I understand it now. Part of you wants to be in maintenance. I do really well. When I was calorie counting, I maintained. I didn't have any real loss for the 5 or 6 months that I was away from Weight Watchers. And so, but I was maintaining before I went to calorie counting with Weight Watchers. When we switched to freestyle, I started to maintain. Part of me feels contentment with food and feels like I've found a diet that I want to live with for the rest of my life, but I have this extra 20, 30 pounds to get off. And I don't want to be as strict with myself as I was when I first was losing weight. And so I've come back to Weight Watchers, and I'm getting my head put together about freestyle. Really looking at some of my experiences with calorie counting. I tried Nutrisystem, looking at that, and looking at some of my other knowledge about diet and food in general, and putting together some thoughts and agreeing with how Weight Watchers or WW Wellness That Works, how they put together the plan. I think it works. It has worked for me in the past, and I think this will work for me now. So that's my story. That's I look back at how angry I was, and sometimes I say, I should get that angry again. Be angry at yourself. Lose the weight. Get back to your goal. Most importantly is I want to be in the normal weight range again. Because right now I am 7 pounds over my normal weight range. And that's one of the reasons I thought I would lose it so easily, is I thought, well, I'm only 10 pounds over my normal weight range. I'll get back into my normal weight range easy. It's been almost 2 years and I still haven't got back into my normal weight range. So maybe it's the cavalier mindset and just having to get emotional about weight loss, I think is really where I'm at and where I need to be. Those are my thoughts, and that's my story.